So let's get more into detail which buildings or rooms they need, which furniture, and where to place it. So if you decide to have a little side army of Darkelf priestess, that little bugger here, then you need meditation blankets and at least, I think, level 3 or 4 temple. And the temple is quite costly, but as I told you, it's a per tile bonus. They all affect the Darkelf as well, except the research one. But the level 5 upgrade alone comes at the price of 150,000 gold. Just gold. It adds another good amount of stuff. The guard post. While this is a very lovely thing, it will only work in defense. So in this particular dungeon. The same is true for your proving ground. It will also affect your stats when defending. We can have a look at the fully buffed level 70 Darkelf, because this will be the switched number, but look, he's unshocked and you actually saw him deal damage. It was like 300. And now, if I would double that damage, it would be 1,200 damage per shot. On an amazing range. I don't think that those beloved warlocks are really the best defenders. Again, you see, if you get into raiding, you will hit that button pretty often. Let's have a look at the leveling furniture cost. Type temple. Oh, come on. The meditation blanket needs a workshop level 3 and a temple level 3. Goblin twine and crystallite you will craft quite a bunch, because this is actually every level for the Darkelves require that symbol of the dark gods. No, this is a big one. You don't need those. You need a plus 21. But at least you know the cost now. This is endgame for us already. Motive of the dark gods. This is what you will be crafting. Needs a level 2 temple, level 3 forge, and the price is quite okay. Debogger, you need that to level them anyway. Cold iron ingots, costly, and you will. So this is all the same stuff you need to level them up to level 70. Let's talk a bit about the training cost. From level 1 to 70, it costs you approximately 50,000 gold, 60,000 iron, 50,000 crystal, 9,000 primordial ice, 50,000 leather, and 1,000 debogger. Or if you don't want it broken down, 90 cold iron ingots, 40,000 gold, 350 crystallite, 300 goblin twine, and 1,000 debogger. You will start needing cold iron ingots at around level 20 or 30. Mainly the amount increases, and after level 50 you will need the deep ochre per level as raw material as well. If you are starting out freshly, then your second dungeon should contain primordial earth to help you with their beds. 1 crystal and deep ochre. Without deep ochre, as I said, you cannot level them to 70, which is quite a crucial number for us. 1,000 per level, 1,000 per Darkelf to 70. So you have your numbers ready. And as soon as you can hit T2, do that over T1, because then you have already a chance at looting or raiding Debogger. Another quite difference between Thief play and Darkelf play is that unlike with Thief play, you will start burning down settlements. I'm not too sure if this is a good thing or not, because I haven't until now. But I know that if you burn down a city, you will get a huge paycheck. A way bigger amount of resources. And don't worry about your carrying capacity, because that bonus goes just onto the bags and gets held back. For that one time they can actually loot more. But I wouldn't go back to my master and say that I was too pussy to actually bring the whole loot. And the whole aspect is actually quite nice, because if you have several Darkelf players in a bunched region, they will start to eat away at their extra resources. But please, although those Darkelves are quite strong defenders. Do not defend with them unless you are sure you can take the actual wave strength and the next bigger one, because it's not like when the reprisal comes they will knock at your door and say, hey, we are stronger now. They will just hit you, and if you lose all your Darkelves, you're in for a very sad moment or awakening. So please don't kill your critters out of foolishness. Now I hope you understand the fundamentals of this playstyle. And while you cannot make like 30 raids an hour like before, you will still be pumping a lot of good resources per hour. And the more healing rate and support you can get for your Darkelves, the more resources you will get. And that is why I don't think that they will hit us with the nerf bat again, because we're actually gathering support from multiple buildings. We are already taking the risk of losing them just because we know, let's say at level 200, they don't die and send them to T2. It doesn't mean we don't take any risk. Or they could start nerfing dragons because, wait, it's not risky pillaging with them a little T2 village, is it? Now, what about T3? The more enemies you encounter, the bigger of a problem you get, because I've watched many replays and I've yet to find any indication that there is a place like where they will spawn more often or more likely. So without that, I have to assume that every tile has the same chance for the guard, for the footman or any creature to spawn there. And that also means we could be in trouble when too many of them spawn in that close area. Because we are still working with a bad AI. So let's say Darkelves spawns, and his awareness radius, as we saw, just goes like that. Let's call it half the map. So we will start randomly attacking any one of those, and if the footmen or rangers are close enough, they will just move in while he's pulling another creature that he should not do. If it was a very good AI, he wouldn't do it. He would take the closest enemy or the highest threat. But the video will show you exactly that. See the ranger? He starts shooting, but he is aware of that little enemy and will shoot him down. Now, if those were both level 50, that little ranger would give hell a lot of trouble for the Darkelves. And when we talk T3, we talk 25 creatures that could potentially be levels 60 and higher. However, for rangers that is not true. Footmen can go up to like level 50. Footmen can go up like level 70, while rangers and roofs go up to level 50 only. But still, for a level 70 creature, a level 50 ranger is a huge threat if left alone unchecked. And unfortunately, we don't even see the battle. So I cannot tell you how the battle spawn pattern is for those villages. But I guess it's fair game. So statistically speaking, if we assume equal chance for every tile and half the map awareness radius, that could potentially mean you are fighting half their force at the same time. I will run my first test with 25 times level 70 and then go deeper and deeper and deeper. Feel free to offer your own thoughts on this matter, but this was a very fortunate replay how bad things can go. The same would have happened if the footman was here and for some reason the Darkelves decides again to go for him. He would even be in range right off the bat and hit at the same time as the ranger, doubling the damage. On the same note, if all creatures would spawn like in that area, he would start going and pick and pulling them one by one. He shoots them, he shoots the creature runs towards him. It would be like 25 times a one-on-one. But we cannot count on that fortunate event to happen every time. if I get that information how to raid T3 without the use of pre-stress, of course you could always just add some pre-stress, but it's pretty slow in comparison. Maybe I will do it. Maybe I will just go 5 times level 70 and add a bunch of pre-stress behind them and just do it that way. After all, we are not bound by definition to stay with Darkelves only. Indeed, the Darkelf play has a very strong transition into a normal army play. But why go with the normal army that is a bit slower if you don't have to? But for T3 it might be impossible without heavy out-leveling to go without losses. But future will tell. And the more you invest in those Darkelves, be it training, be it healing equipment, or later on items, the more amount of resources you will pull in per hour. I hope you enjoyed it, and what you have left to do now is visit my YouTube channel on youtube.com/PapaTheOverlord. All my new videos will keep going there. Or if you don't like to hang out on a channel, hit ggshout.com. This will contain my fan site containing facts, all the new videos, and even more stuff for you to check out. You know, all the small stuff that is not really worth a video will be there. And it is mainly of educational character. And while it might not be finished now, it will be in about a week tops. Subscribe to the YouTube channel so you are informed if a new video hits. Build more Darkelves and keep the raids going. Papa out. P.S. I'm on a horse.